rebound from Daytona, but currently 1-2-3 here at Atlanta. With, as Wilson David, a random rookie, leading the field. Should be able to hear me a lot better now. Midcar has not sent the fixes to the 53 or the 54, I believe. Yeah, 54. So we're still waiting on those. And our fix to the 73, which supposed to have another car in the field to 17. May not be on track yet. Yeah, I want NR 3 in this commentary booth. He just being a lazy ass sitting down in college. We were supposed to have Jacob Woods here today, but looks like we'll be having Tyler again later on in the race. Or Turtle. We hate them all, though. That's the end to practice there. We're gonna go on with Connor Brown. Once we get to qualifying. I'm guessing you're Ethan Hoekstra. We're still waiting on Guzman to send all his schemes, so all his cars are not in the race yet. Which he has one more to do so before being ineligible for the playoffs. Alright, let's go to qualifying here. We'll see if David Motorsport can keep their consistency for the practice session. we'll crank it up here for the 2 laps at Atlanta. That's 10th place there from our Daytona 500 winner. Pole going to Tyler Stevenson this week, and Canna Gage puts it in 2nd.
One to go, next time by.
Alright, as we quickly take a look through our field here, some disappointing drivers here in the back. Turtle ends up in the back. Got a lot of fast cars from last week, expecting to kind of lead into this week, not qualifying that well. River, one of the best drivers from Daytona that had a screwed up strategy here. Says he's, oh, it doesn't say he's 6th. He's 9th. But we had Aviation Motorsports running a complete shutout during qualifying at Daytona. Here, though, it is not the same. So, one new car. I think Iris messed that up, but in goes the base car into the restart zone. And Tyler Stevenson will get us started here at Atlanta. Good start from that outside line. Canna Gage was able to quickly get back to him in the corner of that low line here at Atlanta, just that much faster. But out of the corner, momentum to Canna Gage. Canna Gage to the lead, and Leave It is on top right now. Three-car pole right now. To the inside goes Joshua Leave It, and he's going to take the lead here. That's Tyler. To the inside, can that momentum from Canna Gage. You will put him back out front. Ken Gage trying to check out here at Atlanta. The rest inside the top 5 were too wide. But outside getting a good run there. Tyler Stevenson is going to put it in second. And now Connor Brown from 10th all the way to 3rd already. And looking to the inside of Tyler. Not able to get the run there. The top 2 kind of checked out for the moment. With these cars, it's a very high, dependent on draft at this track. Third place goes to Joseph Hayes for now, as the whole field put together there in a pack, and they're starting to single file out in the front of the pack. Got Tyler and Cannon out front. Got 3 wide back there in the pack. Two David Dunn Motorsport cars, 3 wide there, no surprise. And Tyler Stevenson going high side, he can get that run around the high side, goes Tyler Stevenson. And to the lead. The rest of the pack now catching up. Got 2 big names followed by 2 names that have been a while since they've been heard, if at all. And here comes Joshua Leavitt again. Joshua Leavitt to the inside of Cannon Gage. The outside's going to get the run here off of turn 4, though. And top 2 pulling away once again. So top 5 have single filed out here. Rest still kind of running in a little bit of a pack. So you got the 6 pretty far back here right now. Of course, we haven't even gotten through pit stops. Well, Jacob Wood, if you want in the booth, you can just call me in Discord. But out front, here comes Joshua Leavitt back to the inside. Cannon Gage is going to make his move to the inside of turn 3. Got to keep that run mid-corner, though. It did not happen there for Cannon Gage. And Joshua Leavitt's going to get the run on him. Joseph Hayes, Layla behind. Leavitt is going to go to the inside, and he not quite clear. With the chance to fight for second, though, here in turn 3. Doesn't have the momentum. Top 3 together now. And we're going back to the inside, trying to get through the inside again. 2 cars just going to go right by Tyler Stevenson. That outside's going to get that run off the corner here. Tyler's going to go right back to the lead. Now we got Leavitt on the outside. Layla just following Leavitt around right now. Hayes has fell back to 5th. Competition caution lap 40, almost having contact there in the middle of turns 1 and 2 between Layla and Leave It. And that currently is allowing Tyler to just pull away with the lead. So even with this, oh, we got 3 wide and almost on the wall back there. That's we're booming almost on the wall. So we got Miku running last right now. Miku being a rookie. Kind of expected to not perform great. The running here in the back was not quite as expected with all these teams. But up front, it's gone back to bumper racing. Leave It to the inside again, and this time might have carried that momentum around the corner. I don't know if it's gonna be enough, but it is now. 4 cars going right for the lead. Kenna Gage has fell back just a bit. And that's Joseph Hayes on the top. Joseph Hayes is going to lead that lap. The outside momentum, Layla, and that inside is actually going to roll just fine to the corner with Tyler. Back to the lead goes Tyler. Leave It almost clear outside of turn 2. Layla gonna peek for 3 wide, not gonna force it. Top 5 have just pulled a good about 2-second gap to the rest of the field. Got a checkup going on back there. With all this action going around in this pack, we have had some cars had to fall off or what could have been some contact between cars. No one has hit. I don't believe anyone got damaged from hitting the wall or anything. But Layla up to second, Kenna Gage third. Got Hayes fourth now, and Leave It has dropped to fifth. Trying that inside there goes Layla way down to the apron. That's going to Leave It side by side entering turn 3, but 3 cars on the outside. That's going to be a lot of momentum around there. If it wasn't already, yeah, Layla all the way just running the apron. The pack trying to catch up right now. Connor Brown, the only one really able to get anywhere near. First back trying to figure stuff out still. Back out front, it's going to be 3 cars going at it. Layla's going to keep trying that inside. And might have, just did actually get around Kenna Gage with that inside line. So they come around to the line. We'll be halfway to the competition caution here at Atlanta. Tyler Stevenson out front. Layla is trying to get around and beat her old team for that extra point. Layla going back to third. Can't engage. Oh, Layla really trying that bottom. Does not like the high side, so to this point. And there goes Cannon trying to get underneath of Tyler there. Engage the inside, almost again, almost having contact, nearly rubbing doors through that whole corner there. But Tyler will come out on top of that one, and Connor Brown, he is in the pack. It is a 6-car race for the competition caution, that extra bonus point now. Well, Tyler has probably led the most laps to this point. We almost got through wide in the 6-car pack right there. So we have split the field into 3 different packs here, 6 cars out front. Biggest pack being that second pack. Connor Brown really liked that high side, running that high side back there. But to the lead, leave it. On the inside, the momentum gonna come around the high side and put Tyler Stevenson back out front. Stevenson, just 15 laps to go for that extra bonus point. It'll be another bonus point for that team. Trying to go 2 for 2 for the DDM team. And that's to the high side. Get that high side momentum, come back around and leave it at will once again. More experienced drivers just run that high side, while those newer drivers keep running on the low line. Be Connor Brown out to the second position. Just Faye's trying to follow. Tyler just pulling away that lap. Wonder if they're shredding tires up there running that high side. They probably are. And that's probably leading to a lot of these drivers starting to fall back. So maybe running that low line might not be the worst option. Catching just a 10th there. Connor Brown is currently the only car that I could see possibly challenging Tyler Stevenson for the stage win, although now he's got a teammate behind him. So does he gain this time? Looks like he lost. He will, not that much at least. Field starts to separate here at Atlanta before we have our competition caution. but still mid-car trying to catch up to the one David Don Motorsports car here. With just under 10 laps to go here in the stage. He is pulling away from the third position and putting it right behind Tyler Stevenson. Now within a good distance to the draft. And just running that high side more than Tyler. To put on a better line and caught a ton that lap and is right now putting on a battle for Tyler. A whole 2-second gap back to the third driver right now. And it's going to come down to 2 cars for the stage. The extra bonus point only going to one of these drivers. Connor Brown, first time going to dip down low. And that gap now increasing. Not even good through that second sector of the track there. He's gonna have to go back to the high line, past Tyler on the high line with 5 to go here in the stage, catching right there in the first half of the track. Cloud's starting to cover this track. The temperature is gonna decrease. Okay, here we go, coming to 3 to go, and it is still shrinking the gap. And the top 2 have a 3-second lead. Really shows the difference between drivers who can save their tires to the end and drivers who can't. We'll take a look back. Drivers that we had on the top 6 when it was a 6-car pack were still right there in the top 6. But those other drivers are starting to really gain on them. So not gaining too much on Tyler Stevenson that lap. 2 to go. That's going to be a good... It's going to be good for Connor Brown there. He's going to have to try something this lap to get, or next lap to get the stage, though. David Don Motorsports going to currently try to sweep, see how far they can go with those stage wins to the inside. Let's see how this is going to work out for Connor Brown. It's not heavily inside, but it's going to lose him some time, not going to put him in a chance to go to the high side. Tyler Stevenson really not leaving a spot to go above him. Those marbles are up by that wall. Going up into the marbles is not going to be good. So Tyler Stevenson is going to win the stage here, get that extra bonus point.
Yellow flag is out.
As we look through the field here, they are definitely going to be pitting for new tires this time. The River has worked his way up to 13 after being near 20. He's 18th right now. Last place, Carson Sherman. Newest having 2 cars in the rear. And 2 cars just about mid-pack. So it's coming around. So we'll go from the pit camera, see everyone should pit, I would think. All right. So no one stayed out. So we'll see, can they keep their positions here? Tyler Stevenson being your leader after getting pole position too. And Tyler's gonna get out first, Connor Brown. Got Layla up into the 3rd position. Here comes Dylan Martinez. They now catch up to the pace car. No one went a lap down, so there will not be a lucky dog here. Double file here. So we'll go through the field, see exactly where everyone has moved to. Eyes just acting a little funky here. 45 is being sent to the rear. Dylan Martinez has entered the top 5 for the first time today. Let's see. It's going to be a long ways to the end. There will probably be 1 pit stop between here to the finish. Got to really manage your tires here at this old Atlanta. They shift down into 2nd gear as the base car will pull off here as we will go back green and maybe to the checkered. Tyler Stevenson going to take us to the green flag. See Connor Brown, good jump for that outside again. See how well that's going to work out for them though. So Tyler's initially going to have the lead. And that outside did not get the run that they did last time. Connor Brown had a good run still, but was just not able to get out front and side by side with Tyler Stevenson. Although, back to side by side here. Off of turn 4, Connor Brown is going to lead the first lap as we go back green. And watch out for Dylan. Dylan up to 2nd. Connor Brown trying to go back to back here with Atlanta. He did a great job in the first stage of managing tire wear. Here comes another turtle car. This time Addison Matthews. But Dylan to the outside and to the lead. Clear as we enter turn 1. As they start to figure out who's going to be in this pack that runs out front again. It'll probably be just like the first stage, a good sized pack for quite a while. Connor Brown, he's going to try to go to the outside, get that run. But Dylan is going to lead us. Tyler to the inside, trying to get past Addison Matthews. But Turtle's team is forcing their way through, running 3rd and 4th right now. So Tyler just stuck behind Turtle at the moment. Gonna send Addison Matthews up high. Does he get the run he needs there? Does not. He's gonna drop. He is just gonna completely drop. And they're gonna try and attempt to get past Connor Brown. Brown now catching Dylan Martinez that lap. Ooh, Miku almost in the wall back there, but moving up. Moving up for that team. Here's Racing Remsen. Racing Remsen is going to move up into your top 5. As Tyler, is there a problem with the 21 car? Slow on the high side. Oh, contact there with Layla. Almost had our first caution of the day. Stevenson and Layla still side by side for the 6th position. As Dylan is kind of trying to check out still the 42. Now, Racing Remsen trying to work his way up. He is up to the 3rd position. Jay Gamble 3rd now. The outside Racing Remsen is going to take the 3rd position, and here comes Turtle, or leave it from Turtle, and Tyler Stevenson. We got Miku running 7th right now. Miku has managed to really go from last place up to, I believe it was 18th. At the stage, and is now running a whole 10 positions higher than he started. And it's back battling for the lead for Connor Brown. That's gonna check up, and the whole field just seems to be right on them. And our aviation is not having a good day with their best 2 runners at Daytona. Got Wabooman, Jay Walker, just not even in the draft anymore. They have lost the draft. Something has happened in the pack. Hey, we don't know if it's she or he. I mean, technically it's a she. Taylor Stevenson up to 2nd now. Dylan has lost to go to 3rd. comes Jay Gamble up and around, being pushed by Layla. To the lead on the inside, Tyler is gonna pull it off. The inside really working right now. Stevenson out ahead, trying to pull away once again. We are nearly 20 laps under green again. And Jay Gamble's gonna be second, racing Grimson, going around. Layla still pushing her on the high side. Miku is just moving up. Miku has entered the top 5 here at Atlanta. And yes, the pack is separating once again. There goes Layla up into the 3rd position. They're going to go 3 wide, entering the corner. Nearly made it 3 wide, but Racing Remsen held good speed entering the corner and managed. So Jay Gamble trying to put on a battle between him and Tyler Stevenson right now. Gonna try to pass by the time we get to turn 1. Gonna be clear. Is he gonna shut the door before Tyler can get that run? He will come up, and Tyler doesn't even get that run. Layla trying the outside. His favorite line just is working so well, and now she's gone to use a whole different line. So the pack is more just going single file, not really separating into multiple packs yet. And Tyler gonna go to the inside here of Jay Gamble. That inside is just so much faster right now, but the outside actually just got a good run for Jay Gamble. Almost having contact, almost hooking Tyler Stevenson into the wall. Connor Brown almost in the wall there, entering turn 3. It is getting hot right behind the top 3 right now. Got a good pack and maybe a little bit of separation going on here. Separating into 2 packs. 3 wide there. Gonna gauge was not gonna be the one to back out in that situation. Even if you end up in the 2nd pack, if you can save your tires well enough. Connor Brown did it, and he got back to the front by the end of the stage. And now quite a few laps under green. And you can tell these tires have been used. They are not nearly as fast, not making as many moves as they were before. Even with the pack being separated. It's only, actually, it's not really that big of a separation yet. I think we're going to still keep the whole pack situated. Other than the two that have fallen way behind. If they didn't have each other, they would both be falling quite more ways behind, maybe one lap down. But as they do have each other, I think they are going to be able to stay on that lead lap. Just a battle going on for second right now as Jay Gamble trying to lead us. We got Turtle with Leave It. Joshua Leave It is still running up front. Del Monte has moved up with his temporary scheme. It's very much been mix of teams today. I think every team has had a car run in the top 5 and nearly challenging for the lead so far. To the front two, Tyler Stevenson, Jay Gamble. As they enter turn 1, Stevenson trying that low line again. Once they get to the middle of the corner, the high side just gets such a good run. It is definitely possible to pull a slide job here. We've seen a couple slide jobs so far this race, not many. The baby up and running into the top 5. Layla trying not to fall back. Nearly having contact with many drivers. The most aggressive driver this race. Miku has fallen back to 14th. Dylan really fell back to 15th after having a good start to the stage, just end up using his tires maybe. Here are 2 cars in the back. Watch out for Del Monte, and here comes the baby also. As the field is just more separating. Not so much in the packs, but just separating. The people who aren't putting it into single file are kind of falling back a little bit there. So trying to make a move for that lead, but that outside, just such a good run. Good entry. A good entry there for Jay Gamble. Outside does get a little bit of a run, but it's still going to be side by side for Jay Gamble. And now he's going to end up falling back. The outside not working as well as it used to as it did in the first stage, but now it's starting to work better than the low line now. There was passing on both lanes. Now it's just pretty much straight up gone to the outside unless you nearly door the person. Layla working her way back up again. Layla has gotten into many interesting situations here in this race, as she's gonna just pass Del Monte with a pretty good pass there into turn one. That's about the best way you can pass on the low line. And Miku back to the top 10. They're crowded up front now. Del Monte, Layla, and Stevenson all nearly bumper to bumper with each other. Layla's gonna run that high side, get the run out of turn 4, new leader as we enter the front straightaway and clear. Layla will be your new leader at Atlanta. See how long she can hold on to that. Did Tyler wear his tires out? Or is it just the draft and Layla is right now pushing pretty hard? There we go. These two have really been near each other all day long. A lot of contact between them has been made, probably the most of on track. Looks like the two aviation cars are not having a good time there. Like nearly losing each other right now. Tyler gonna have a lower entrance. Layla is gonna come back down. Tyler, he's gonna try and go through the low line here into turn 1. See if he can pull it off. He does end up pulling it off. Layla is gonna drop back here. Can he shut the door before Layla gets back up? He will. So Tyler Stevenson back to the lead here. Really between 4 cars, maybe 5 cars at this point. There's 5 cars have pulled away from the pack. And Layla back to that high side. Here comes Jay Gamble. Going around Tyler. Also, Layla is going to lead that lap again. Honestly, yeah, I think Layla has pissed off the 21 through many generations. But back to the inside goes Tyler once again. 3 cars on the low line, gonna push right through. Gets to be 3 wide for second place. Layla on the high side. Jake Gamble's gonna maybe make it work there. Be side by side there, entering turn 3. And And Jay Gamble is going to go to second. Now nope, that high side, that run got him. Layla back to second. And the baby is going to go to third. Put one around the outside, back to the lead. Layla stuck on the low line now. I don't believe it's just 6 cars anymore. Or 5 cars now. I think those guys all the way through 8 are definitely in a shot to get back to the pack. Out front, the baby chasing down Tyler Stevenson. Back here in this pack here, we got Addison Matthews from Turtle. We got Ken Gage, Coben Birkin way back up, and Leave It. So these 3 drivers have all been near the front. We got now back here leading these packs, Miku and Connor Brown. Dylan also has worked his way back up. Dylan fell pretty far back and now just working his way back through the field. Now 3 cars here. It's going to be Tyler, the baby, and Del Monte. As 4th and 5th are kind of having a little battle of their own. We go to the inside. Goes the baby. Can Tyler Stevenson hold off? No, Del Monte is going to try and make it 3 wide for the lead. Now, maybe if he gets enough of a run. He doesn't get enough of a run, though. He will be stuck in that 2nd position. So under 50 to go here. Coming around to 40 to go. 5 cars have pulled away. 1 fell off. Now we got Layla trying to work her way back up to the front 3. Jay Gamble may have worn his tires, but is kind of trying to rely on the draft right here. Del Monte having a good run down the front straightaway. And it's going to get under Tyler. Does he have the momentum he needs? Tyler really grabbed that middle line. He did not go and run that high line. Just left no room for Del Monte. And Tyler Stevenson is going to use the bottom line this time. I think it's fair to say Tyler Stevenson has been the most consistent driver of this race so far, probably leading the most laps of this race. Yamato, he's gonna try to challenge right now. Miku really fell off. Miku is running in the back of the pack again. We got a small breakaway back there. 3 cars, maybe, yeah, 3 cars fell off. 4 cars actually have fell off. Other than Del Monte to the inside now, though, and the outside run from Tyler Stevenson should be enough. It's not going to be by... See if Del Monte can push it into turn 1 too far back. We have 6 cars have kind of lost the draft, maybe worn their tire a little bit. Del Monte is going to try again here into turn 3. And now to the outside. back here. Jay Gamble has picked up Cannon Gage. There's a little bit of team strategy going on there. They have Connor Brown not too far behind them either, but just one turtle car separates them. Oh, here comes pit stops. Del Monte coming down, so is Layla. Connor Brown also down pit road. So yeah, pit about halfway through the stage. Del Monte, Connor Brown, Layla were the only 3 cars to come to pit road. We'll see who do we have pitting this time. Here, Tyler gonna stay out. Looks like a majority staying out. Here comes Matthew Carpenter down pit road. And Del Monte's gonna come out. This gonna get some pitting here. We'll put you a lap down. I mean, not far. You're still gonna be in the pack. Gotta be kind of careful merging back on track too. Here we go back around. Tyler Stevenson is going to come down pit road here. It's going to give up the lead to the baby. And we look who else we got. Teammate Jacob Woods down here. E. Samuel, Cody Hagan. So pit stops are for sure going to mix us up. Having fresh tires before anyone else is gonna be good here. The Del Monte might be on a good strategy here. That might have been the best call. We got Aston Matthews, a lot of Turtle, plus Joseph Hayes, the 2 aviation cars. The baby's still out on track. And here comes the baby. Gage. Let's see. Anyone staying now? It's gonna be River Rizbowski. So that he is gonna be the last one to leave it out on track. We'll see down pit road goes River. We'll see how that strategy works out for him. Where did Del Monte go? Del Monte, as I predicted, great strategy call. The first to pit. Those fresh tires are just so much better here and really got out in the perfect situation in the pack. He could not have asked for anything better. A little bit of luck plus great strategy call. So we'll see how that turns out for Del Monte here. Got the baby. He is going to be caught here by these two pretty soon. Del Monte's going to have to really push the car. Got 30 laps around here, and he's got a good lead right now. 2 seconds. So Carson Sherman did end up going a lap down. He's the only driver who ended up going a lap down here. See where did Carson end up? We got a lot of big moves here. River did end up working out for River. River has nearly put himself into the top 10 now. Just trying to form a small pack and run straight through. Is the pack even going to be needed right now? You would think it would. And that currently looks like what it is. When you got a driver that just wants to make passes, that, I mean, these two are they're aggressive. They're both very aggressive. Jacob Woods is coming behind them right now too. We're overall just catching Del Monte. Del Monte is on older tires now, but it's only by like 2 laps. I mean, actually, probably to Del Monte, it's probably about 3 laps. Del Monte. The baby is probably about 3 laps. I don't know if Formula Line is gonna work out better than being on your own right now. I know Stevenson is currently definitely the fastest car on track. So at this moment, it doesn't look like there's going to be... It doesn't look like it's going to be too hard for these drivers to catch Del Monte. It's definitely going to be at least a 3-car battle for the win here between Del Monte, the baby, and Tyler Stevenson. Back. Looks like pit stops really did work out for David Don, the David Don Motorsport crew. Had the carpet gain a lot of positions. Where did we? I think I must have skipped him. Oh yeah. Yeah, they gained a lot of positions for those 2 drivers that were further back. And then you have Jacob Woods, who kind of came out of nowhere and is now in a chance to go and win. I don't think Layla is going to give up that easily. So we got a Chevy, a Miata, and a Ford running. The Chevy, yeah, Chevy, Miata, and a Ford. Mazda. So now that gap to Del Monte is under a second. Tyler Stevens pulling away from the drivers behind. Miku is gonna more than likely have a great finish here. This is a completely unexpected. Talked about her at the beginning of the race saying that that was not the greatest signing. Not running very well and completely shut me up right out. And there they go battling for second. Tyler is gonna try and get past the baby before getting to Del Monte. Del Monte, but Del Monte is on those older tires. Definitely, I think it definitely has shown. In the draft, when it's just that little of a difference, it's not gonna matter. So these are gonna be your three drivers, definitely going for the win here. I don't think we'll see Layla, Jacob Woods, or Addison Matthews work their way back up. Side, gonna get around the baby for the second position. Be 3 cars coming to 15 to go this time. And to the inside goes Tyler Stevenson. How's he gonna handle it through here? Turn 1 and 2. It's pretty good, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough to clear. Got to the quarter panel, but that was it. Del Monte had enough of the run to still stay side by side with him and get that run down the front straightaway. Still side by side as we exit turn 4. So Tyler's gonna try it again here into turn number 1. Push him up the track, run that middle line. Roll it around. Can he make it work this time? Even worse of an attempt this time. Del Monte's going to keep the lead. This is likely a playoff spot on the line. Win and in here at Atlanta. Already got Connor Brown in one of those 12 spots. And it's more than likely gonna drop down to 10-point position spots this time. Tyler up high. And a high side did something happened there. Maybe hit a bump there in turns 3 and 4. Not much of a momentum gain for Tyler Stevenson. And that really messed with him, sending him back to 3rd position. Back behind them, Delayla and Addison Matthews trying to catch the front 3 still. Front 3 trying to stipple away from them behind. Tyler Stevenson pushing the baby to go up the track. Alright, he's going to try and make the pass here for 2nd position again. Has not worked lately, this move. And it's again not going to work. The baby is going to get that run off the corner. And once these tires start to wear like this, they really just kind of have a really high entrance if they run that high side, leaving no spot for drivers behind to really make a move. Which usually they go with a defensive line like that. And here comes the baby. He's going to try to go to the inside. That's gonna let off that run. Tyler Stevenson's gonna go around on the high side for the 2nd position. And he's gonna be clear as they enter turn 3. And here comes the 21 with a good run onto the first straightaway. He's gonna get side by side as they enter turn 1. Nearly even as we enter. Tyler is going to not complete the pass this time. But still good enough to keep him in that second position with less than 10 to go. The clouds have once again covered the track, lowering the track temperature possibly again. So it's not gonna be possible for Layla or anyone behind her to really get up to these front 3 anymore unless there's a caution. But here we go, Tyler once again with a run down the front straightaway. Peeking inside once again, trying to make this move work. A good rotation to the corner. If he was a little bit further ahead, that would have worked that time. So we'll see Del Monte really running that low line through 3 and 4. Coming to 5 to go here. Del Monte will take us. So back to the inside in 3 and 4 this time. Gonna block Del Monte from going to his normal line. But outside, gonna get a good run. So yeah, the baby has fallen off. It is basically a playoff spot between Tyler Stevenson from David Dot Motorsports and Del Monte from Turtle. Turtle running very low. Stevenson gonna run that high side. Can he get around? Del Monte is gonna make a pit stop. Maybe pitted just a tad early. As again, being that aggressive strategy, it can really screw you. Just the same exact situation we saw last week. Got another driver down. Layla, pitted about the same time. 2 to go here. Drivers, really another fuel strategy race. Was not expecting back-to-back fuel strategies. So Tyler Stevenson, just in a world of his own, up front right now. And around turn 4, Tyler Stevenson across the line to take the white flag here. Del Monte 1.7 seconds behind. And pulling away from, or the baby 1.5 seconds behind. Continues to pull away from him, but yes, just continues to pull away from him here. Tyler Stevenson off of turn 4, going for one of the 12 playoff spots, and he will win here at Atlanta. Maybe we'll get second. Layla ended up with another pit stop. Connor Brown, what an amazing start to the season for this team. But Tyler is going to try and compete for that regular season championship, as fuel has definitely been a big factor here in this series. A lot of teams trying to pull aggressive strategies, make it to the end. But that was a bit early for Del Monte to pit, for the 3 Del Monte to pit. That's Tyler Stevenson getting the win. Let's see, did Miku shut me up? Yeah, with a 7th place finish there. Take a quick look at your standings right here. Tyler Stevenson on top, finishing last, 1 lap down. Carson Sherman, Layla also 1 lap down. Del Monte ended up on the lead lap, but the last one on the lead lap. So now we head over to Texas Motor Speedway next week. We will, as NR said, we'll have NR and I believe a Boomin in the booth for next week.